Okay, so it's week 2, class 2 of dispatch and DRAYAGE the blueprint. Today we're gonna be going over the onboarding documents that you need to obtain from your broker. From your carrier when you're onboarding them. Y'all pretty much know this already.
No, I
But
don't.
y'all do. Y'all see. So we're going to be going over the documents that you need, and then like the welcome email that I created, the template that I am going to share with you guys, as well as how to organize the documents in the Google Drive, which is super, super cool. So let's get started. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so the onboarding documents that you need.
I'm sorry. Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
I noticed last class, Tuesday, you said you was going to teach us how to go on Facebook to do marketing. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We didn't do it.
Okay. Let's start with that. Let's see. Let me see.
You remember that, Lakeisha?
I do remember her saying something about it.
I don't think we ever did it though.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do it, but yeah, she did show she did say something.
We can go through this. So the way that I personally do marketing on Facebook is different. I typically don't post anything unless I have something. So, and the way that I would have stuff is by already having like a login with Load Match, or building relationships with brokers. But I can also teach y'all how to do like a bait type of load, which is something that dispatchers do often. But basically they'll post like, have a load going from Norfolk to Pennsylvania. It'll have the rate and all this, please inbox me if you're interested, right? And then people will comment and people will inbox, and then they'll be like, okay, let me get your phone number and your email address. And it's kind of like a bait. And then once, eventually once you have all of their stuff, they'll kind of be like, well, that one was that load ended up getting covered. But if you're interested, I can still look for other loads for you to move. So
now who are you sending that to?
You would be saying that to the carrier. So let me show you. So have you guys joined any groups at all?
I have.
DRAYAGE groups?
Yeah.
Well, not DRAYAGE groups, but just trucking groups.
Yeah, so you can find all type of like DRAYAGE.
Yeah, I joined some. I think I'm in that one, container haulers only.
Yep. So you can do a DRAYAGE trucking, right? And then you'll find all these groups. So they got intermodal trucking. They have that's me. Intermodal trucking, DRAYAGE truckers group. Stuff like that. So it's a lot of, or like container haulers. A lot of this stuff is me popping up because I'm searching it. Container truckers. Let's see what pop up there. And then they even have like specific stuff. Port of Virginia, that's one of my students. DRAYAGE truckers, whatever. So anyway, you want to join all these groups first. You want them to be DRAYAGE specific because again, we are a lot more set apart than regular stuff. So let me see if we are DRAYAGE truckers group. So this was an instance where we were trying to get carriers for, this was an actual lane, but let's say that you just made up details, or you went on Load Match and you seen like let me see. Like let's say you go on Load Match. Damn, y'all wouldn't have, wait, let me see. Let me log out. And then go to Intermodal directory. Nope. we will go to loads available. And then let's say that, what were you pulling out of Jacksonville, Florida?
Yes.
Okay. Jacksonville, Florida for intermodal and go. And then now it's pulling up all of this, right? So let's say, even though when you click on details, the login, I mean, the broker's contact information is not going to show up because you don't have a login for it yet. But let's just say for the sake of Facebook and you're trying to get somebody, you could make a post similar to this. So you can say Jacksonville to Ocala. So I would post something like this. I would say the first thing that I would always announce is that I'm dispatch, because don't think I'm a broker. And then I would say, I have a few containers going from Jacksonville, Florida to Ocala, Florida. And maybe I would even say, looking to assist the broker with rates on this lane. I'm figuring it out as I go. Let me see. And then I would say 40-foot containers. I would say 40-foot containers. Really just say 40-foot. I would say, actually I'll say 40-foot import. 40-foot imports. Quantity at 20. 40-foot import. Quantity 20. And then just kind of take the details from here. Live unload. I would say 25,000 pounds. And I would even put this, because we say in Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, I'll probably reiterate Jacksonville, Florida. That, why is it doing that? This is a green, okay. And oh my gosh.
Somebody name keep popping up.
Yeah, I'm like, stop doing that. Destination, I will put California, like reiterating that. Destination kind of. And then say, please inbox me if you're interested. Like something like that. And if I were to post this right now, which I'm not, but if I were to post this right now, you're going to get people that is like trolling, that's going to talk mess because, you know, how they feel about dispatchers or whatever. And then you'll get people that'll be like, I'm interested, inbox me. And then you'll get people that might leave their email or something in the comments, or they'll start inboxing you, right?
So people actually take the time to make a negative comment back to you on this.
Oh, girl, you don't be on Facebook?
Oh yeah, especially in those groups, they be going in.
Yeah, absolutely. And not just come with the territory. Like that just come with, you know, everything got its ups and downs. I've been on the internet so long, a spectator, or not even a spectator, just an observer of the internet. Like these people is crazy. So just don't be alarmed when that happens, because it's gonna happen, and it's okay. We just handle it with grace, because like I always share with you guys, we want to be professional, and we don't want anyone to ever be able to screenshot, because once you start posting in these groups and it's your name and we all in the same groups, your reputation is going to go quickly, you know. So you never want anybody to be able to screenshot, record you on a phone, or send some picture of the email that you sent because you talking crazy. I had a student in my last class. He was arguing back and forth with the carrier in his inbox, and I couldn't understand it because he was telling me that, you know, the issues that he was having with the carrier. He was telling me bits and pieces of the story, and I was like, huh? Like, share. Let me see what y'all was talking about, because I don't get what's going on. And he ended up telling me, like, I didn't want to show you because we did have a misunderstanding. I was like, didn't I tell y'all? How we feeling like a mama? Like, didn't I tell y'all not to, you know? But that's so tacky. But it can happen really quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just don't be one of those and expect for people to say the things that they're going to say. And it's okay. You just, you know, sometimes I don't even respond. Like, who cares? Whatever. You just
I'm never gonna respond.
That's probably the best thing.
honestly, just
Not
be
to
like,
respond, just
whatever.
ignore 'em.
Yes.
Yeah. So, right. So this will be a way for you to attract carriers when you are doing like a bait load, and this is okay. So basically they'll inbox you and say, hey, I'm interested, or whatever. And then you get their contact information. And then eventually you will want to say, like, hey, that load got covered, you know, but I can still find you at the loads if you want. Do you have load match? Like that. Let me show you an example.
The girl Jackie said she couldn't get into load match.
Yeah, I told you it's a very exclusive load board. It's not for everybody. Like it's not just something you could just do. So like this carrier, this was a real thing though. I asked up front, hey, do you work with dispatchers? I have some lanes coming up from Miami to Fort Lauderdale Port. Or, you know, Miami, Fort Lauderdale Port to Indiantown, Florida, 47 containers in Palm City for 250 containers that I'm looking for a new carrier to assist with. Both lanes are 600 all in, and it starts the first week of July. I usually cover VA, Baltimore, and New York, New Jersey. And I wanted to be transparent because I'm like, I need help with this I'm trying to cover new territory, but I know what I'm talking about. And then I said, please let me know if you're interested. And the way I did this, because I don't really post, so I'm gonna show y'all that too, because I don't really post in groups. And then he said, I'm a carrier, I have plenty of trucks, but this market, those prices are off. And then, you know, we just had some banter back and forth. And I asked him this morning, like, hey, do you have load match? Because I don't have load match in Miami. So I asked him, like, do you have load match? He like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Do you have someone to help respond to all the emails? I love to be of assistance, and I'm waiting on his reply. But so this was one way, right? So another thing that I do when I join these groups is because you will barely ever see Asia Chanel in these groups. So what I would do, which I'm not saying that you shouldn't, and the only reason why I don't is because I had a bad incident with the guy that I hired to help me market my company when I first started. And he was from another country, and it was just he ended up like hacking all my stuff, and it got real super crazy. And every time I would post, he would be like, he had like 10 profiles, I kid you not. And he would hop into a profile and talk about Asia Chanel, and then he hop into another profile and talk about Asia Chanel, but it's all the same person. So that's the only reason why I'm all adamant about, you know, I wouldn't post in any groups, because I literally have somebody following me around. And he might, you know, deteriorate my name.
So if you're not posting in any group, I don't understand how you put your information out there like you just did. You mean you're not joining, or you just not putting stuff in there, or what?
I'm just not posting. So like that bait load that I just did for you guys, that's something that you can post. I'm not posting.
Okay.
Or like I inboxed the other guy with this guy. I
inboxed him.
Because
how did you find him?
I'm going to show you. I found him on one of the things. So what I did was I would go to these DRAYAGE groups, and then I will hit the search button, and then you will see, and then I would search like Miami, right? So I'll get on here and I'll search Miami, And then I see that's one of my carriers. And then I see what people are posting. Are there any carriers whose service at Jackson and Miami would like to discuss a new contract, blah, blah, blah. No brokers, right? But it got 18 comments. So I'm in the comments. And they like, write me, blah, blah, blah. And you have to be able to determine who's a broker and who's a carrier. So
He looks suspect.
yeah, he might not be he might not be a carrier. Who knows? I don't know. Right? Because we also don't want to be like that either. Not on this live training, like not on this recorded training. So
Right.
you know what I mean? So we have terminals and blah, 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 blah. So I'm looking at all these people. Even this guy, this is the same guy that I was messaging earlier. So I would go into the comments and kind of see who is saying something, and then I would message them directly. And I'll do this. Hey, do you work with dispatchers? I have a few containers in the Miami port that I need assistance with. I would just keep it super basic like that. But this is how I'm able to find who I'm looking for specifically. And this is also how you can find, like, Tim Miller posts all the time. He always does containers, and he's a broker. So he got his 18 number on here. He's like, I have 10 plus containers, blah, blah, blah. So then I could inbox him. Hold on, go back. I could inbox him and I could say, hey, Tim, yeah, say yes, send me an email. Cool. What's your email? Like, we about to get it popping. So let's put that down. But this is really easy, and it's a quicker. I notice that I get very fast responses when I'm on Facebook because it's Facebook.
Right.
So, hey Tim, was because this is a broker. I say, hey Tim, I have a dispatching company that focuses on drayage container freight. We have carriers in VA, I'm gonna say VA, Baltimore, Savannah. Where else I got people? Charleston and Miami. Would you happen to have any containers or projects going on that you need assistance with? I'd be happy to help you provide quotes to your customers as well. Right? Like something like that. So y'all just seen two examples of me saying something to a carrier that responded immediately. And then now saying something to a broker. But the way that we can utilize who is posting, whether you want to post in it or not, we can use, because I'd have had to find ways around it because I got a stalker. So, you know, we can find ways to utilize who is posting in these groups. And then this guy is saying Tampa. He covers Tampa. There go George, whatever his name is, George again. You know, whatever. So then I would just inbox them directly. I probably did inbox this man. Let me see. James, yep, I sent him something. He ain't never even read it. So that's how. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what group were you looking at? I mean, what port were you looking at of, Lakeisha?
I did Louisiana first, and I didn't. That's when I was. It didn't have that many for details, and then I went to South Carolina.
Charleston.
Yes, Charleston.
Okay. So like this one, I have a 20-foot container going from the port of New Orleans to whatever, Virginia. It's 21 tons. The last free day is tomorrow, which means that they needed to have pulled out the container by March 30th. Can anyone take this? And he trying to post it on Facebook to try to find somebody to take it real quick. And so I will inbox him on the broker thing, like, hey, I got a dispatching company that focus on drayage, blah, 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 or whatever, because you might not just focus on just drayage stuff. I have carriers in this location, give them that spiel. And then I would check the comments. See, this one said, we would love to quote you. No, because that sounds like it could be a broker. But someone that says like interested and they got a truck as their profile, I probably message them, hey, do you work with dispatching companies? Blah, 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 and give them that different spiel that we just did. So this is how I find people. I have a fleet of 9 trucks. Yeah, looking for drayage in Houston, New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama. I just be sitting back reading the comments. You said I have freight in the New Orleans port, and then just build. I mean, quiet as kept. You could build out lists this way too.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then you might want to highlight some of them. You might want to highlight if it's a broker or a carrier, or notate that in your spreadsheet. But this Facebook is holy grail for me. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me pause this recording. Okay. So yeah, this is a good quick way. So let's see what the other guy responded. Hey, do you work with dispatchers? I have a few containers in the Miami port that I need assistance with. I'm gonna deal with that later. But I would
Aisha,
yeah.
I'm sorry. The guy that we were talking to that's in Charleston, looking for loads out of Charleston. How do you suggest I move forward with him to get all of his paperwork? Because he was hesitant because he wanted to make sure that I would have loads for him. Do you think a bait load wouldn't really work for him?
It probably could.
It probably could.
Yeah, because you could be like, you can log in a load match and say, I got this container from blah, 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 blah. I mean, not log into it, but from this location, you could do the math and do it times 3. I mean, if we really want to be slick about it, you can do it the math, do it times 3, and then say, is this something you're interested in or something like that? And then he could say yes or no. And then if he says yes, then you send him that email again, like, okay, I need to get all of your documents for this. And then depending on how quickly he sends them over, we could use that to our advantage. And I hate to kind of say it like that, but it's the truth. Like, we use that to our advantage.
I was trying to figure out a way to get him to go ahead and send his, paperwork and get that part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he found you randomly. I think that was before
he did. He really did.
Yeah. So that's how I would get into these. And that's just one of the drayage groups. So first join these groups. And then you can post a bait load, or you can search and see, who is brokers, who is carriers, inbox them. They be needing help. So it's not a big deal. Okay. So now let's say that, we have people. Can y'all see my screen? Yeah.
Yes.
You have people that are showing interest, and I have a email template to send out that I'm going to share with you guys, but it's basically gonna actually let me show y'all that first. Let me show y'all the email first. Because this will make it make sense. And again, there's something I done found with ChatGPT. Did I go over this in the last class?
Yeah.
Not ChatGPT, but this new carrier welcome email.
No.
Okay. So it just says, this is the copy that I sent you guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. wanting to express my sincere gratitude for your interest in working with our intermodal freight dispatching company. We are thrilled to have the opportunity to partner with you and provide to you our top-notch services. At, the Intermodal Group, we pride ourselves on offering reliable, blah, blah, blah. To proceed with this partnership, we kindly request that you provide us with the following documents. Now, list all the documents that we need. Okay. And then after that, it'll just say, once we receive these documents, we can proceed with, giving them some final touches on whatever. You can shorten this, edit this, however you want to do, but this is just a general base that I literally copy and paste and I send it to my carriers. Like when I have new people that want to work with me. We value your time and effort, blah, blah, blah. Again, thank you for choosing so and so, right? So we're about to go over each of these documents that we are expecting from them. So as a dispatching drayage company, you will need to collect certain documents and information from your carriers during the onboarding process. These documents and information will help you to ensure that your carriers are properly licensed, insured, and that they meet other regulatory and safety requirements, as well as so that you can keep it on file and not have to ask them back and forth. So we went over where to find carriers, finding them in the Facebook search bars. You can use keywords such as intermodal trucking or container freight, transportation logistics to kind of narrow your search down. And then we went over how to find them on load board. And then once you start establishing your reputation, carriers will begin to call you just by getting your number from another carrier at that same port. Like they literally will talk to each other. I had somebody text me today and he said, just checking in, has work picked up? Do you need any help? I have 2 trucks. I said, hey, who is this? He said, my name is Andre. I reached out to you at the first of the year. I had gotten your contact from Antonio that was pulling from you at the time. I was inquiring about container work. So and this has happened to me multiple times where the carriers will literally talk to each other at the port. Be like, oh yeah, my dispatcher, you can call her, and I've made great relationships just by word of mouth too. So, but once you get it going, that's when it'll happen for you like that. And each of these options will generate success for you and your company. Reputation and relationships are everything. So some motor carrier document examples that I want to go over. The first one is the carrier dispatcher agreement. This is a copy of the one that I sent to you guys. I'm sure y'all already have your own, but since you're in the class, I'm gonna give you this one as well. You can use either one. It doesn't specify anything about drayage or anything like that. It's just a standard agreement. So you guys are familiar with that. Everything that I have highlighted in yellow though, make sure that you edit it. Yeah, don't send them anything and it still got yellow on it. And then it goes over, your payment requirements, the duration, the services that you plan to provide, confidentiality, and so on and so forth.
You sent this to us?
No. I'm sending it to you after class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No. I'm gonna send it to you after this class. You'll get a few attachments. So you'll get this, you'll get the new carrier welcome email that we went over, that template, and then I think just a recording. Okay, so the first one is an MC authority letter. So y'all are familiar with this, right?
Right.
The MC authority letter, y'all know to just focus on, to just focus on the 7 letters or however many numbers in the middle. We don't ever focus on the -C or anything like that. So you want to make sure that you obtain that. It'll show them how long they've been in service too, which is really important. And then their SCAC letter. Now, some carriers can't find the SCAC letter itself, but they can find something that has their SCAC code on it, and that's totally okay. So as long as you have some type of document, like sometimes it might be an insurance paper or some random document, a UIA, something that has their SCAC code on there, and that would be sufficient. It doesn't have to be this letter, but if they do have it, then this will work. And then the SCAT code is just, it's a unique 4-letter code assigned by this National Motor Freight Traffic Association. And basically what I think that it does is you only are assigned one SCAT code per company. But when you are going in out of the port, you have to enter your SCAT code some kind of way. So for me, I think that it's just the port's way of seeing which company came in to get this container and which container they got, and how many times they coming in and out. Like they're tracking the truck itself. So that's what I've known a SCAT code to do. Okay. And then you want to have their UIIA letter. Sometimes they may or may not have this, but most of the time they do have this though. And you want this because we're going to go over that next week, but sometimes when you get a new carrier, you want to log into their UIIA to make sure that they are set up with all of the major ship lines properly. Because what we don't want to happen, that have happened in the past, is, I'm working with the carrier in Virginia. I got them a Maersk container, which is one of the ship lines, and they go into the ship. I'm telling the broker we're going to get it, telling the carrier we're going to get it. They go into the port, but I didn't even mention that it was a Maersk container. So we go into the port and they're not able to pull it out because they aren't approved with Maersk in the UIIA website. So to avoid all of that, I teach you guys, and I make sure that I do this as well. Whenever I have new carriers, I want to get their UIIA login, make sure that they approve with all of the major ship lines so that I don't have any issues when I'm assigning them to certain containers. And it's really simple. Like when I show y'all, it's really simple. It's very administrative, but they are going to be so grateful that you did this for them, because they're like, oh my gosh, they think we're doing magic. Oh, okay. So one of the so I said to Tim, which is the broker on Facebook, I was like, hey Tim, I have a dispatching company, blah blah blah, I have carriers in this location, would you happen to have any projects going on you need assistance with? He just wrote back and said, I have a quote going out for some Miami freight right now. I'm just waiting on the go ahead for it. So I would make sure to contact him and follow up about that. So all of that to say that Facebook is a really good source. So yeah, I'll teach you guys how to log into your new carrier's UIIA stuff. Get them approved with all the major ship lines so that you won't have any issues. And once you do it one time, it's done. Like it's super, super simple. And then you guys are familiar with the W-9 form. If at any point you have a carrier that has filled out their social and their EIN number, I would let them know, like, you only need to have only your EIN number in this. I would make sure that you edit your W-9. You probably want to make sure that you edit your W-9s and take out your personal social security number, just because we don't want it to get into the wrong hands, right? And when I say that to carriers that do have both their social and the EIN number, when I say something as simple as that, it builds trust for them. And then they're really thankful because they didn't know. They probably was just, trying to fill out the paperwork really quick. So anyway, if you see that happen, just let them know not to let it happen so that they can feel like she
Can
paid.
I add something to that, Asia?
Yeah.
I just get the number, the EIN number, and just go in and do it myself.
And you change. Wait, what you mean?
I do the whole W-9 myself. I go in and get the blank form offline, pull it all in myself.
Well, that's if they give you their EIN number.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And I just do it. I mean, I just don't worry with all that. It's just.
Most of the time, I haven't done that before. Most of the time, when they send me stuff, it's already filled in.
Yeah.
So,
Or even if they do it wrong, I just go in there and fix it.
yeah, nah. Even if I did fix it for them, I want them to know, like, I fixed this for you. Like, take out your, yeah, that's nice. Like, take out your social because you don't. But what I have noticed when they send me stuff that's already filled out, this document, like when I try to put it in Adobe, it's encrypted. Like they won't let me edit it.
Oh, no, you can go in the website and it's a blank form and you just type it in.
Oh, you would basically like copy and paste and not try to edit the one.
No, it's a website. Just go in and type it in. It's a website, w9.com or .gov, and it'll pull up a blank one with nothing on it, and it'll have it where you can go in and actually type like you have it on here right now. Just type all the information in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how I made this. Like this is fake. None of this is real.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need the W9 form, and then y'all notice of assignment. Y'all familiar with notice of assignments? It's the thing from the factoring company, just allowing them to be paid in advance. And their certificate of assurance, because they want to make sure that they're insured when they're moving the commodities of the freight, same thing. I don't even think that the prices changed that much. Like I think it's $1 million for the general liability, and I want to say maybe either $250 for cargo or $100,000 for cargo insurance. That's like the minimum requirements for.
Does FMCSA have that on their site and shows how much they're required to have that?
I'm not sure.
Sometimes they do, but normally brokers require more than what FMCSA place on theirs.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I never looked. I never really had a problem. Like I have yet to run into a problem where they like, you don't have enough coverage, so.
Will the UIIA be on the certificate as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know how they do this. I just refer someone else. Like I refer an insurance company that I know does, UIIA insurance or whatever. I just never seen a difference with the certificate of insurances, but I also don't have anything to compare it to because I only do it with DRAYAGE. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so there has been certification. Some of them might send you something like this, where they actually have the hazmat material document. And then some of them might just have to send you a picture of their CDL, because depending on the state or what their, how they have it set up, it might either be on their CDL, the kind of classes that they can move, or it'll show here on this document. So that's another one. And boom, let me go back. So it was.
I have a question about the SCAT code.
Yeah.
On the example, it showed letters. Will the code be letters and numbers or just letters?
No, it's always going to be at least 4 letters.
Okay.
They say 2 to 4. And like the description when I was making these templates, it says a unique 2 to 4 letter code, but I've always seen 4.
Okay.
And the document will look just like this. Instead of A, B, C, D, it'll say whatever their SCAT code is, and it'll be bolded.
Okay.
Yeah. Did y'all have any other questions about these documents we went over? No. Okay. So now let's say that you sent out your carrier agreement, they signed it, they sent you all the documents back, right? And they all attachments in your email. I want to show you a clean and free way to store it online. So this is something that I created through Google Drive. And I'm gonna take y'all step by step. But basically, this could be a list of carriers. The only reason why I don't have a list of carriers here is because I keep mine in my TMS system. I'll keep all of mine in my TMS system. So, but I did this as an example so that y'all can see. So let's say that the intermodal group is your carrier. You'll be able to click on, and then you can have multiple lines for this. So you could have the intermodal group, you can have ABC, you could have, Houston DRAYAGE, whatever. All of your carriers will be under this carrier thing, and I'm gonna show you how to do all that. And then when you click on it, because you're trying to get that one. And then another thing that you might want to do too is because you could rename, and then I could say Port of Miami, just so that when I'm looking at it, you know what I mean? I know.
Oh, yeah.
Or like we say, when it gets to the point where you're ready to grow and hire people, it won't be any guesswork. They don't have to go in and look at their MC and try to figure out what city and all of that. You could just have it right here, just clean, straight to the point. So you want to click on whatever carrier you're looking for, and then this is where you can put all of your documents for them. So this document is what we got when we sent them the carrier cognito form list. Remember the cognito form that we created? I briefly kind of created. Did y'all need me to go over that again? Or y'all got that?
Well, we can go back I can go back
on the recording.
Okay. And just,
cool.
Yeah. Stop it and slow it down.
Yeah, it was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. But I do want to share with you. Hold on. Because I do want to share with y'all one of mine that you can duplicate, that I actually kind of want you to duplicate. So let me find it. The intermodal group. Here. I'm gonna just send it to y'all real quick. And this is basically the link to my Cognito form carrier profile that I built out. So when y'all are making your own, you can copy and paste and use this one as the example. So let me see. You'll be able to click here. And then you'll see I created carrier profile, company name, contact, email, phone number, website. You notice the website doesn't have a start by it. So which ports you pull out of, how many trucks you have, the maximum one-way miles you're willing to travel, the minimum desired rate per mile. At the bottom, I have example. So it's a help text when you build it, not the Cognito form. It's a help text that you can copy and paste and put this, whenever they have you want to further explain something. And then do you carry hazmat? If so, which class? And then another help text. If your company does not carry hazmat, please enter NA. So let me fill this in a little bit. Maximum one-way miles, I'm gonna say 300. Minimum desired rate per mile. And then next. Do you carry overweight? If so, what's the max? Do you provide transloading services? Do you pull flat racks? Do you pull open containers? Do you pull out of gauge containers? Do any of your drivers have tanker endorsement? Can any of your drivers pull iOS tanks? And if you remember, all of the questions that I'm asking here is questions that are or it's details that are listed in that load match, right? So you just want to iterate it here so that you can have it for your records as well. So I'm going to send this over to you guys because I also made this where you could say, this is just an example from my company when you that you can use as a template. Complete your, the carrier profile or whatever. Good evening. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Asia, blah, blah, blah. To ensure a seamless partnership, we kindly request that you complete our carrier profile in bold. The brief form will blah, blah, blah. Please click here to follow whatever, to get the carrier profile. And then it just go over some extra stuff. So I'm going to copy and paste this to you guys right now so that you can not only use this, because I want you to use this template, but then I also want you to utilize, when you click there, mimic this form, okay? So I'm gonna send it to y'all real quick. Dispatch. This screen is long. Okay. Okay. So after they create, after they, fill it out, you'll get a notification from your email letting you know that they filled it out. And then you'll also be able to go into Cognito Forms, create that document like we went over the last class, and have the PDF, and have the PDF ready. So this is the PDF, what the PDF would look like, and you want to make sure that you put it into the Google Drive.
Okay.
Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm training people to work for me. Like, I'm training my whole company. Like, this is literally how we operate. Okay, then I'll be thinking of like fresher ideas when I'm doing this with y'all too. So carrier profile is in there. Here's a certificate of assurance, like everything that you need, the carrier agreement, the hazmat, the MC authority, like it's all right here. You don't have to. And what I love too is that, with my computer, sometimes I got to put my computer in the shop. You know what I mean? Because it's down for whatever. I had my computer for some years and I love it and I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care how I look. But sometimes I have to put it in the shop. And what's good about putting it in a Google Drive is that I can log into it's cloud-based. So I can log into another computer and get into my Google and still get access to my information. Like I don't have to have my laptop. If anything happened to my computer or I'm traveling or anything, I can still have access to the documents that I need. So you want to have all of their documents in this place. And I'm about to show y'all how to create that.
So basically when they send you the files, you just turn them into PDF form and send it here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You don't have to turn it into PDF forms. This is just the way that it came because I created all of these examples for it. But even if they were pictures, you could put them in here. They might send you a picture of their license plate, or they might send you a picture of a MC authority, something like that. This would still allow you to upload a picture. So I'm about to exit out and start from scratch.
I didn't know you can do that in here. I've been looking for a way to stay organized.
I've been doing it all on my desktop.
Yeah. And that's good as long as we subject to be at home, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, like we trying to grow, like we trying to have people plugged in and want to just make it cleaner. So I got you.
I hardly ever use my laptop. It's mostly my phone and my iPad.
Yeah.
So
I would just like search a Google Drive. If you already have Gmail, I should be able to log straight into one. So Google Drive, sign in. I got it up. And then I don't want to do it from this one. I'll do it from the Intermodal group.
Did you ever already have that set up as Intermodal group, or how do we set that up?
So what up?
You just went right into intermodal group. So, I mean,
Mhm.
you just, how did you get that? It's already
Because
complete.
this is Gmail. Oh shoot.
Mhm.
Google Drive. Because it's Gmail. Let me show you. When I sign in, it's gonna automatically log in for me because I'm already in Google. But let's say, you know, I had to add my new account. If they
Okay.
go add my another account and then dispatch my load at
It's
gmail.com.
probably got one in there already.
You know what I mean? And then you
Yeah.
password in and you can log in that way.
Okay.
Lakeisha, is yours through Gmail?
It is.
Cool. So y'all ain't gonna have no problems.
Yeah,
I
I have Google Drive downloaded and I use it, but I wasn't using it for that reason.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of learning the features
Yeah.
of it, but I do have it.
Okay, cool. So now
I've used it before, but it's been a while.
yeah. Here's a refresher. So if you
Mhm.
use it before, it might have a bunch of stuff pop up. You know, I got a bunch of stuff in here. But what I want to teach y'all to do is go to new, and then you want to go to new folder. And then you want to name this folder, let's just say we're saying, calling it drayage carriers. And we're going to create, right? Now we're going to click on drayage carriers. We want to go to new, and we want to go to new folder. Because this next, so we make a big folder for all our drayage carriers. This smaller folder is going to be the carrier itself. So ABC Transport 21, right? Create. Now we're creating this one. And then when I get another carrier, we're gonna say, this is, you know, another carrier name, create. You see what I'm saying? And then another carrier one would be so that's how it's going to start building for you once you start adding carriers. And then also though, I just said to y'all that I think that it would be really helpful if you not only put the name, but put port. Yeah, I really think that would be really helpful. Yeah. So let's say Malcolm Trucking, that's my daddy's trucking company. Yeah, the Detroit Rail. Yeah, I'm doing rail. And then this one can be words. Okay. Whatever. So you want to, so ABC Transport 21 that sent you all of their stuff. You want to go in it, and then from here you want to go to new, but instead of new folder, you're going to go to file upload. That's it. So you go to file upload, and then let's just say, let's pretend that all of these are the documents that we needed. Right? I'm gonna open them up because he already sent it to us. We already downloaded it all on our computer.
Hey, wait a minute. How did you do that? Do that again. I see uploaded. What did you do?
So let me see. Let me go back.
Yeah, I didn't see you did that really quick.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm about to remove these because I be wanting it to look better. Move. There we go. Okay. So you want to go to new, and then you want to go to file upload.
File upload. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And when you go to file upload, this is assuming that you have downloaded their, you know, stuff from your computer. Yeah, from the email, you already saved it to your computer. So we're
Right.
gonna say that, these few. Whatever. These are the ones that, we want. These are
open.
the documents that we're saving.
Just press open.
Yep, and you just press open, and then they're gonna download it here.
Okay, okay.
So now it's just all clean, and then you could even, I'm pretty sure you could rename this, yeah. So let's say that they sent you a JPEG, right? Or an image or whatever. And the image is popping up like this. And you know that the picture is a picture of their MC authority. So then you can go in and rename it. That's the MC authority. Look at the picture. Okay, what's this one? This is the UIA letter. You absolutely want to do this because it'll make it easier for you. This one is theirs.
This is so helpful because I got all this crap on my desktop.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because I have stuff saved and I have it in my files and I'm trying to,
I put it
take
all
it
on
back
my
and
desktop.
forth and
Yeah.
I
I'm
make
like-
a file on the desktop and then what you doing right now,
Yeah.
put all that stuff in that file and I go to that file.
Yeah.
But this is so much easier.
This is
I was like, it has to be a better way.
Yes.
It's
This
cleaner.
is definitely a better way.
Yeah. And like I said, I feel like my favorite thing is that it's online. So if anything
Right.
ever happened, I can still access my business stuff. And then let's say this one is I don't know, they SCAC letter. Oops. Right. And it's putting it in alphabetical order, which I love. It's just like automatically putting it in alphabetical.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then if you wanted to get like real advanced, it's a way for you to copy this link. Like, let's say that you wanted to share this file with someone, which I don't even know. Oh, I'm gonna end up showing y'all how to do that when we hold on, let me think. No, that's something else. But let's say that, you copy in the link because you need help and you hire somebody or whatever. You could share, all of your DRAYAGE carriers this way. Like I could share this with y'all right now. And then have it restricted to only the people that I'm giving access to, right? Or you could do it to anyone with the link, which you never want to do that with any of your documents ever. But let's say that you got a little sister that's out of state and she like, I'll help you. And you want her to just focus on this one carrier, like just dispatch this one carrier for me. And I'm gonna share with you their documents. You can go here, you can share this way. And then you could also copy a link. And now it's copied to my cursor and you can email it out if you wanted to. You know what I mean? Like just simple little stuff. But of course we wouldn't want it to look like that. We would go to the insert link, paste it here. Like I do when I say join us for class. We would say, this is ABC Transport 21 carrier documents.
That's really cool.
And then
you go
something else.
insert.
What you
Where'd you
could
go?
do,
Insert. You said insert. Where'd you go? Okay.
Insert link. So next to the paperclip, say insert link. And then, what we want to be real fancy. I mean, I'm really just thinking about stuff right now, but if we really wanted to get fancy, then we could say to ChatGPT, hey, good evening. Can you make me an email to send to my new dispatcher, letting them know that I've attached the link to our carriers onboarding documents with carriers name is ABC Transport 21. Like this just me kind of going off the rail. Give it a minute. And that way when you sending out the link, she like, what? She need a minute. But when you are sending out the link, where is that? You can have something to attach it to. All right, and to officially welcome you. It's not the same. So you would want to edit it. They don't really understand, but you catch my drift. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we trying to do everything that we can to really make this a digital company and have it as seamless and as streamlined and systematic as possible.
Mm.
So she going a little slow, but
And then it says where you can insert the link there too.
yeah. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Okay, I don't need nothing else. So, I mean, again, this is just going above and beyond, but insert this link. Paste. Good evening. You know, whatever. But that's far out. That's when you want to hire and manage more people
Mhm.
later. But anyway, I just wanted to go over that with y'all. And it's yeah. Yeah, no. So next week we'll be going over some more stuff. But does that make sense? Do y'all get
Yep.
how
It does.
to put these together and stuff?
Mhm.
DRAYAGE carriers. You'll be like, oh, you know, put the company name. Also make sure you put in the location where they are. Going in there. And remember too, to upload that carrier profile that you had that link that I sent out to y'all. When they fill that out,
Right.
make sure that that's going to be super important, because you can always go back and be like, oh, okay, he don't carry hazmat, or he carry hazmat, but which class was it? Okay, he only carried class 8, you know. So that's it. So
I'm gonna practice on the ones that I have on my desktop.
yeah, you should. I mean, it's a free
Switch them
service.
all over.
Mhm.
It is.
It's
It's really good to
free.
have everything in one organized
Yep.
Yeah,
space, rather.
organized, clean, and it's free, honey.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
you know, you can't really go wrong. What I like about the TMS, what I like the best about my TMS system, just as a sidebar, is that when they upload documents, like they could take pictures through the app and send it straight to me. And it
Mhm.
goes, so this is a POD that was complete today, and it goes straight into that container. So it's like, go right
Oh,
where it
wow.
needs to go. You know what I mean? Instead of me trying to like find it in the emails and text messages like we do have to do in the beginning.
Right.
Like I'm trying to have it go straight where I need it to be. It helps me stay organized. But again, that's an investment, and it's, you know, it's only
How
$100.
much is that? Can we ask how much that is a month?
Yeah, it's only $100.
A month.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
That's
okay.
not bad.
No, it's not. Trust me. When your value
Mhm.
starts to pick up,
Is it cheaper for the year? If you
like
pay for the year?
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
When I had Tailwind, I paid for the year,
Yeah.
and it was a little bit over 1,000.
Yeah.
But it is this one is not as advanced as Tailwind is,
Okay.
but I don't need that until I start doing the broker part. So this is
Right.
fine.
Yeah. It's literally called Easy Loads. If y'all sign up for it, I will get some type of affiliation to it. So sign up with any email that I sent you in my signature. You can sign up through that link. Get my little $30.
Is this one of the less expensive ones, or
To
Yeah, it
me,
is.
it's been
it is?
yeah, it's
Oh,
been less expensive, and it's like competitively priced. You know what I
okay.
mean? I think that $100 is fair. They give you a free
It is.
14-day trial. And $100 is for one person.
Mhm.
I have mine set to 3 dispatchers. So for up to 3 users is $140 a month. And if you wanted to
Ooh.
do, if you wanted to do like unlimited users, it's like $200 a month. But I thought it's worth it because I'm not paying this about the most I pay for. I don't pay for no load boards. You know what I mean? Like I pay my phone, pay my
Right.
insurance. I mean, I pay my Wi-Fi and stuff, but I don't. This is one business expense that I actually have to pay for my business, and then I pay for QuickBooks. So
And
that's like
so we just have the
literally,
carriers download this app and everything. They can just go in and
they can take pictures.
send.
Yes,
Okay.
they can take. I mean, I would have to. If y'all want me to later, when you get set up for that, come back to me and I'll show you how I use it for me.
Okay.
But it's super dope. Like they can take the picture on their phone, they can approve it, and then I have the choice of approving it or I can reject it. And if I reject it, they get a notification on the phone because I can say this look too blurry. If I rejected it, I could say it looked too blurry. And then they can send another picture, or I can accept
Oh.
it. Yeah, when I accept it, they say it'll give them a notification on their phone that Asia accepted this, picture. And it's just easy, like,
I like this.
yeah. So yeah, this is where I keep all of my little holiday documents. But for the beginning, this is what I did, and it was just fine.
Okay.
So yeah, so next week we are going to be going over like getting into low match and then like doing the quote request, learning how to, calculate all this stuff, what the rate per mile should be, what the accessory fee should be. I'm hoping to spend that day like doing that on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I would like to do share with y'all the script that I created for when you calling brokers on the phone. And then we can kind of like role play some scenarios back and forth.
Okay.
We can role play some scenarios back and forth live together. And then somewhere I'm going to do like a bonus training because it has to be during the day when the brokers are actually answering the phone. And then we can actually
Okay.
get on live and, y'all can hear me calling for my carriers for real. So maybe, don't hold me to it, but maybe we'll do that next Friday. Yeah, maybe
That's my
we'll do
slow
that
day.
next Friday.
That's my slow day.
Yeah.
I already got my drivers ready for Friday. I don't have to do nothing
Yeah.
Friday.
Not tomorrow.
No, I'm saying that's my
Okay.
slow day because I
Okay.
pull everything on Thursday, so
Yeah.
they'll be ready Friday. They ready for the weekend. I ain't gotta do
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
If you aren't able to log in, I'm a recorder, so either way, it'll be there for y'all to review. But I think I might do that. I might, don't hold me to it, because I don't know what's gonna happen between 9 and I had to check because I know I gotta take we got doctor's appointments and stuff next week. However, between the next 2 weeks, we're gonna hop on a live training and do that together.
Okay. When did you want us to start sending our emails out?
You can do it whenever you want to.
Oh,
Which
okay.
emails?
Yeah, I
To
was gonna ask you what emails.
the emails to potential carriers that we made.
Oh yeah, y'all can do that now.
Okay.
Is that a good idea now?
Mhm.
Are we ready for that?
Yeah, what y'all waiting on?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying like, what we waiting on? Y'all already got y'all businesses together,
I
running.
didn't know. I
bank
just
account.
made a list so far, and I was trying to get up to at least 50, before I started sending mine out. But
Yeah,
I
which I
plan to do
would
that.
suggest
Like,
for you to do that. Yep, going to get up to at least 50.
So I plan to do
blast
that
them.
within the next couple of days, and
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Going to blast them out, and
Okay.
you know, if we need to follow up with phone calls, we can do that, and then get on Facebook. Like spend that
yeah.
like I'm hoping in the next week or so that y'all will have a carrier, at least in the
See,
next.
that's my thing right there is Facebook, because
Mhm.
I've had other businesses that I've done and
Mhm.
marketing through Facebook. Like
Yeah,
that's like my thing is Facebook.
yeah. Facebook is holy grail, man. You see how quick they was responding and stuff.
So I'll
So
work on that as well.
yeah,
But
Well,
yeah,
I
I'm
like the
pretty
way
sure.
you do it. You don't, you're pulling off of what people responding off of.
yeah,
I like that. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't want to post nothing either. Like you said, just don't post, because people will piggyback off of you. And they
absolutely.
see you
Oh,
sitting
yes.
posting stuff. So if you're just responding to somebody else's posting, then they don't know what's on there unless they start just digging in there and reading all
Right,
that stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will take your post and then repost them as their own, and
Mm-hmm.
they will comment and spam your comment section, try to get the people that are responding to you. Yeah, they're deadly. They can
Yeah,
be deadly.
but it can also be very lively. Because honestly,
Oh yeah.
if I didn't have that man chasing me like that, I would post more on my page. I
Mhm.
would. And but I got the tongue for it. Like I also know how to dismiss something real quick, like whatever, because we're on the internet, like whatever. It's not that serious. So I know how to
Yeah.
ignore stuff or whatever. But who knows? Because sometimes you might have to find people. Like sometimes I'm trying to find something quick, and I wish that I could just post it, because I'm trying to have a volume of people seeing it instead of just every little person that I'm sending a message to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Right.
it really it's up to your discretion. But it's good. Like even when I pulled Tim, I'm like, dang, Tim always posting about containers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's good to build that reputation. But in the beginning, it's absolutely okay to just do it the way that we doing it right now until we get comfortable with it.
Okay.
And then I didn't even get into LinkedIn because I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how to teach that yet. But email
I
marketing.
have a profile on LinkedIn, but I'm really just starting, so I'm not sure how it really works either.
Yeah,
I've had LinkedIn since 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever it started up, I had LinkedIn when they first started up. I don't use it that often. Occasionally I'll post on there, and a lot of people will attach themselves to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've got a lot of contacts like that too. So
Yeah.
especially brokers and truck drivers and stuff.
Yeah. Now people, I didn't have success on there. It's just like I don't have a strategy for it. You know what I mean? Like how I'm able to show y'all do this. I don't have that down. So I'm not gonna teach y'all something that I don't have down yet. But it has been successful for me. I don't know how though. Like I just be posting, or they'll find me some kind of way and connect. Yeah. So that's it.
I'm gonna be starting my blogging, you guys.
You say you're vlogging?
Your blog?
Yes.
Oh, I know that's
Oh
right.
wow! Congratulations!
Okay, Amazon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting into it.
Here's
That's
what's
gonna be
up.
so much fun. I
It
said
is.
that was gonna be my next step. Look, somebody just sent me a thing on LinkedIn talking about they want to connect. I said that was gonna be my next thing that I focused on was YouTube.
Mm.
Like getting on YouTube and doing content for YouTube.
Yeah, that would be
You get
good.
on YouTube. When you get on YouTube, Lisa, that's gonna be, more eyes,
You're gonna get the crazies and the not so crazy.
Oh yeah. I just come with it. I'll be down for whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm on whatever
They,
y'all on.
They coming.
Yeah, so either way.
They everywhere.
Yeah. So I've been at my parents' office today. That's my daddy junkie. That's my dad's junkie thing right there. This is my mom's area. So yeah, I should have been sitting like this the whole time and not had that junk in my background. So yeah, I'm about to close out and
Okay.
get back home with them, and we'll see each other on Tuesday. Call me.
Well, another great training. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, appreciate it so much.
It's
Yes.
been a pleasure as always. Yeah, let me know if y'all need anything, and I'll see y'all on Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.